SU-MySQL. This one. SU-MySQL. For me working, but some people, 1 or 2 people faced the same issue. Simple thing. You see cat etc passwords, right? Search for the MySQL user. In that right now bin bash is there. For whom it is not working, right? For them it will be bin/bin and something else. I pinged in the WhatsApp chat already. So you replace that. Just edit the file with root user. Make it a bin bash. Okay. So then it will work. Automatically it will work. You can jump to the MySQL user. Okay. Like this. That it works. And one more thing, where we are right now, Charlie backup, right? MySQL, I think so. Backup. MySQL backup. Yeah. So this is the folder for dump files. We kept it, right? Previous day. So we'll do one thing. Few more scenarios we'll see. Last time, what that multiple databases at a time backup we have taken. All databases backup at a time taken. Only structure with using -no data we have taken. Only table, database name, table name we have taken. And one more thing, only table structure, -no data, that table we have taken. Only data with using -no create info, right? That one we have taken. Now for restoring, actually, as it is, by default, if you are taking a database backup, it is including drop database command. So you can do very simple. Without dropping, simply you can restore it. Automatically it will drop and it will recreate it. We came to here, right? You will need to create an empty database on the target machine before importing database. We'll do one thing. MySQL. Why? Okay. Let me check whether service is running or not. Grab MySQL. Oh, service is not running. Wait a minute. Systemctl service start. MySQL start. What happened to this? SU-MySQL. Let me log into the database. MySQL. Use MySQL. So databases. Let me check. We have few databases: TestDB, ROSDB, MySQLDB. At the same time, what we have in the backup folder, ls-ltr. I have some backup files, right? We'll do one thing. TestDB backup, we will restore it. I will not drop, but we will restore it. So for that simple command, MySQL-u root password database SQL database log, right? This one we have tested already. What it is saying, command line interface can be insecure. Okay, access denied for the user root. Okay, why? What is the mistake? Any reason? See, if I do MySQL, it will work. Only MySQL, it will work. But if I give username and password, not working. Why? Already I mentioned in .my.cnf. I mentioned the file, this one, right? Password, username and password. So I should not give this one, username and password. So I have done like this. Cat, open the log. Any error messages are there? Okay, nothing is there. MySQL, use MySQL. So databases. Okay, so you can do one more thing. So create database testdb/g. You can get more details. No create stamp and all. Just more details will be there. Use testdb. So tables. I have my tables. This time I'll do one thing just for this one, making sure drop table department. Okay, department. So now I have only just 2 tables, right? Exit. Let me do one thing. Let me restart same command. Cat, check the log file. Any error messages there or not? Nothing is there. MySQL, use test DB. I should get my table back, right? One table, I dropped it actually. I need that table back. I get the table, right? Backside, what is the table? Employee HR, okay, department table. I got the table back actually, okay? So MySQL dump works by retrieving and dumping the content of table row by row, or retrieving the entire range of from table and buffering it in a memory before dumping it, okay? Directly, it will not give the dump to the file. Disk to file not happen. From disk, it will take row by row and keep it in memory. Then it will dump to your file actually, okay? Total in middle one step coming, memory step coming. So if it is a smaller table, okay. Smaller database, okay. But if it is a very big database, if it is bringing all the rows one by one and keeping in memory, from memory to your output dump file means it will be a lot of problem actually, okay? So that is the reason I don't want to use, okay? Use the MySQL dump command with quick flag, hyphen quick flag, okay? It reads out large tables in a way that does not require large amount of RAM to fit the entire table in memory. This will provide extra safety for systems with a little RAM and large databases, okay? Normally 1 TB table is there actually. That 1 TB, even one by one row, copying into the memory means 1 TB memory where I can keep it. It is not possible, right? So extra measurement internally it will perform actually. It will never throw out of memory error. It will handle internally. Chunk by chunk, it will load to the file. It will clear from the memory. Internally, it will maintain a flag. For that, you can use a quick flag. This is a best option. Whenever you are going to take a backup, right? So for example, I have a lot of backup files. Okay. Let me remove all the backup files I don't want now. I have the backup, right? Backup folder. Just use quick one actually. So same command MySQL dump is there, right? All databases one I will take it. Or else single database also fine actually. My dump I will take one database I will take better. MySQL dump. What is the database for us? TestDB. TestDB hyphen quick, right? Let me give that one. Hyphen quick. Greater than this one actually. Hyphen quick. Greater than is my dump actually. TestDB dot SQL actually. Okay, you can do like this. So open this TestDB SQL actually. All the dump is there. Whatever the tables are there, all tables. With all tables it is there. This is best option for to avoid the memory issues. Sometimes a bigger table we will see out of memory error. That kind of scenarios use hyphen quick. Okay, no problem with this one. You can use that one directly. Sometimes actually see where condition. In PostgreSQL, I have given one option for you. Data export and import for the specific table with a specific query. For example, select star from employee where employee number less than 100. I have 1000 records. Only I want to export that 1000 records into output file. So you can use same thing in a MySQL as well with MySQL dump. Let me show you that one with where condition how to export it. One minute. Yeah. So simple command I will use. One single table only you can use the where condition, right? Database no where conditions. MySQL, use MySQL, use TestDB. So tables, select star from example department table. If you see department table 1, 2, 3 is there, right? Select star from department table where number less than 2. If I use number less than 2, only 8 rows are coming, right? So with the same condition, I want to take the backup. Okay, how to take the backup? Very simple. MySQL dump. Don't use -uroot and -p, as we are already have the So password file, my.cnf we have in home location, right? So department table where number I will use actually less than, not greater than. Number less than 2, not less than or equal to, number less than 2. Department my record.xpl actually. Open the file. Open the file. If you see that insert statement only contain only record one, right? Number one, all are number one only. Okay. Nothing is there other than that. Number one. Like that, we can take the where condition. The same manner, if your table has date underscore created timestamp, something like that, that is very useful. More than so and so time, whatever the records inserted, if it is having a timestamp column, based on the timestamp column, you can take it actually. Okay. And one more thing, during backup, we need to fix few other things. Backup is there, right? Simply don't run real time. Most of the times backup will fail actually. Should increase the max allowed packet, net write timeout, and InnoDB buffer pool size value. These 4 parameters, we need to increase it. For example, see, InnoDB buffer pool size is there, right? By default, actually, MySQL, use MySQL. So, for example, select this is bytes. Bytes 1024, 1024, KBC, MBs. How much MB? 128 MB means very less. So, what is the recommended value in your total RAM? Recommended value for InnoDB buffers. InnoDB buffer pool size, I told one recommended value, if you remember. Anyone?
I thought it was 128.
Recommended one.
1 gig?
75% of total RAM. 75%, right? 70 to 75%. Total RAM is the recommended InnoDB buffer pool size.
Right.
Don't keep default value. It's very small. 128 very small. If you do like that, don't expect good performance. Definitely 1 GB table will take 2 hours, 3 hours. If you have 128 MB, okay, that much low. So all your data will come to the memory area, right? If 128 MB is there, step by step, slowly your data will come. If 1 GB table, 10 rotations, with 10 rotations, 12 rotations, 100 MB, 100 MB, 100 MB, 12 times it will be rotated, right? 13 times. So your backup itself will take use time. So always try to use the better value.
So 50 to 70%.
70, 60 to 75%, up to you. If you have any other thing running in your system, go with 60. If nothing running, only MySQL running, go with a 70%. Okay. Yeah. Next thing, see. So variables like max allowed packet. Max allowed packet actually. This max allowed packet is there. Network traffic related one, this one. So this packet size bytes 1024, 1024. So default actually 64 MB. 64 MB size of traffic it is allowing default. But so what will happen in that case? Dump rate will be very slow. If you want to speed up this one, if you have a 1 TB table, so if you are going with a 64 MB size, it's a problem. So you increase this value as well. Okay, what is that? Max allowed packet value. You need to increase it one based on the table size. All tables maybe 1 GB like that. You can make it a 100 MB, 150 MB. Okay, that is enough. But if it is 1 TB table, your size is 64 MB waste. Okay, I will find one good link. Recommended values during the performance tuning. I will cover all these points. Recommended values. Okay, for what InnoDB buffer pool, how much recommended? Or else undo buffers, how much recommended? This one to this one. Make the to transfer the packets during backup. Whenever in which scenarios packets will be transferred? Any idea? Data transfer. Normally backup case and
Replication.
excellent replica time also. Transaction will be transferred to the another server, right? That is a data or file, whatever it is. In network terminology, we will call it like a packets, right?
Okay.
And one more thing, net read timeout. Sometimes actually, see, for example, this one in seconds. So variables like net read timeout, 30 seconds. Sometimes due to network bandwidth, it is a bigger table. Okay, getting the connectivity, reading the data, it may take time. It may take sometimes 1 minute, it will take 1.5 minutes, it will take, right? To take it and to first thing, it will do some pre-checks to take the table backup. So all these things will take some time. Within 1 minute, it's unable to read the data, it will get timeout. But these guys are given 30 seconds. Within 30 seconds, if it is not able to read the packets, okay, it will get timed out. Your backup command will fail actually. In that case, whenever you are seeing this timeout value, simply go and make it 2 minutes or 3 minutes or just like that, you can make it. This value is 60 seconds only, okay? Seconds you can make it value. Next one, write timeout. Write timeout when actually while dumping and while restoring. Write time while restore, right? Not write timeout actually. Sometimes remote from remote server, especially when you are trying to take the backup from remote server, trying to restore from remote server, that time only network read concept to write concept will come, right? Within the server, same network, definitely it will process as it is. Only if you are triggering from the different server, then only you will face this issue. Okay, these are the three things. That one I told actually net read timeout, the number of seconds to wait for more data from a connection before aborting the read. Okay, sometimes while reading the data, it will abort the connection. Within the specified time, if it is not happening, it will abort the connection. So that is the reason we will increase the value. Okay, net read timeout value, we will increase the, then it will abort it. And one more thing, same concept. This is working for your backup. Replica also same thing we have actually. For your information, see, I will show you this parameter. Now deprecated slave concept slave completely deprecated. No one is accepting that word slave. Okay. So instead of slave, they are using on that. So variables, what happened to this? So variables like Arey Baba. So slave net timeout is there. Instead of slave net timeout, we are using replica. It's a deprecated value. Okay. Even though deprecated, immediately they will not remove any value. Okay. Deprecated in the sense for the next 2 or 3 minor versions, it will support. After that only completely they will remove. On the fly, they will not remove. They will say this parameter replicated. What they kept it? Replica net timeout. Until 5 series, it is slave only. So they kept it replica timeout, replica net timeout actually. Okay, both are same. See, the value is 6. Whenever replication, standby server not able to read the data from the primary within 60 seconds, it will get timeout. Okay. No, wait for some time. 2 or 3 minutes, you wait. If within that time, if you didn't get expected response, then you will get timeout. Sometimes it will be helpful actually. Okay. Next one. So the same things you can keep it like this. InnoDB buffer full size, max allowed packets. Okay. You can keep it. Whatever the things related to dump, right? MySQL dump. You can keep those parameters in the MySQL dump component. Up to now, you have seen 3 components. First one is MySQL D component. MySQL D component means directly related to the what? Directly related to etc my.cnf, right? Escape shift Z. This component actually, MySQL D component is there, right? Directly server. MySQL D means your server, just like your daemon or just like your postmaster process. Under that component, we are keeping all the files. But now I want to give these parameters with respect to MySQL dump, right? So I have one more component MySQL dump. Other than this, I have one more component client also. See, MySQL dump component we are seeing right now, right? Max allowed packet 1 GB, net read timeout 3600 seconds means how many? 60 0 gone. Okay, 660. How much time? Any idea this one? 60 minutes, right? 3600 seconds means 60 minutes. That means 1 hour. So read timeout to write timeout, I am asking actually buffer time at least 1 hour. Okay, to avoid unnecessary failures during the backup and restore. Now, this is one thing. Where is other component? SU-MySQL, if you observe, .my.cnf. Under this file, I kept a client, right? Okay, this is also one component. MySQL D, client, MySQL dump. One more component also there, MySQL multi-thread component also there. So MySQL given few components actually. Okay, slowly, one by one component will come into the picture. Now I'll do one thing, backup location. Yeah, let me restart services. This one for reloading, some alternative is there. I will get it and I'll ping in WhatsApp. Before
this,
what I will do now, just I will restart for now. Every time don't restart. Okay, restart means problem. Downtime who will give you? Simply every time I'm doing this one, right? Restart, right? Don't do restart. Just use a set command. Okay. Set global command is there, right? Use.
it will use on the fly. Huh? Like we can.
Most of the parameters on the fly only. Static parameters very less. If every parameter doing restart means MySQL database, we no need. No one will give that much downtime, right? Each and every parameter, whenever you remember, you are going and changing in parameter in my.cnf. If you're asking restart means no one will accept. They will throw us. So see, these all are dynamic. You can check it. See, let me show you. One also better.
So Ram, this max read parameter also same for the reading purpose.
I given actually sample I given. Sample I given based on your table size only. Big table you are taking size actually backup. Big table, very big table, 1 TB table you are taking. In MySQL 1 TB table, if you are expecting 5 hours, in that time you can keep it a 5 hours. Or else in middle it will get timeout, right? So if it is a bigger one, you can give a bigger value. 3 TB, 4 TB table backup is there. You are expecting 10 hours. Increase the read timeout. Or else it will read for some time. Later it will get timeout.
So for 1 GB database backup, how much time it will take?
It will take simply if your big environment. Big environment in the sense actually more number of CPUs, more number of RAM, right? It will complete very easy. 2 to 3 minutes. 1 GB table.
Okay.
Just a minute. MySQL, the good thing is documentation very nice. So they given like a where it is. Directly they are giving actually with MySQL option. While logging itself, we can do that. Or else while starting the services also, we can do that actually. Okay, this one. No set command, no set command. I want to see. This is session level one actually. While logging in, you are giving right session level. So for now, let me show you that one. 1 minute. They will give the value. Global, yeah. So see this one. Max allowed bracket, right? This is a global dynamic variable. You no need to do anything. Restart and all. Set a global variable, that parameter to so and so value you can increase. Okay, no need restart kind of thing actually. Just let me first I'll do one thing. So variable. So variable. First identify that one. Don't go for unnecessary restart.
Variable spelling wrong. Variable
Yeah.
spelling wrong.
Yeah, thank you. Variables like accelerat packet, right? So this one we given value, right? Select this value by 1024, that is bytes, KBs, MBs. I given actually 64 MB, right? In the conf file, how much I given? etc my.cnf max allowed packet 1024 MB I given, right?
Yeah.
I have restarted, right? Not restarted. Just a minute, let me restart. 1 minute. MySQL, okay. Use MySQL. So variable. Wait. 1024 KB MB. It's not reflected. 1 minute. Set global variable. Global variable packet equal to, for example, 1024 M, right? And just a minute. We'll find the command. Set global. Packet is equal to, for example, our one 1024 MB. Right? What's wrong? I done. Wait a minute. The setting can be changed on the server side without restarting the server. Okay, correct only. What we done? Okay, MySQL dump section only we kept it. 16 MB. Anything wrong we given? Allowed packet correct. This one correct. We'll do one thing. Just let me make a in this one actually on the fly. First thing max. Wait a minute. He given okay caps only M only. I given M only. Why? It's the wrong then. Let me try this one anyway. 1024 M, right? Argument type variable max allowed packet. Incorrect argument. Max allowed packet correct only. Set. One minute. Argument type to the value. Okay. I'll do one thing. Select 1 hour. Instead of 64 MB, we'll do one thing. I will go with a 1024 MB. Select 1024 MB. I want to convert this as a KBs and bytes. So this is the value to make it as a 1 GB. Set global correct only. Let me make this value instead of M. The Docker. So variable, okay. So variable array still not reflected. Max allowed packet. Set global max allowed packet correct only. Max allowed packet only. That value reflected. Okay. Why again? Hey, sorry, I will update this one. Okay. Value changing, but that one not working actually. Okay. 1 minute. We will try one thing.
Restart, can we restart?
Already restarted. We restarted already.
No, after changing, we have not
No.
restarted.
This is dynamic one. This is dynamic.
Okay.
Dynamic parameters, no need restart. I'll do one thing. I will keep it in the server. I will take it from here. We'll see whether it is reflecting or not after restart. It should reflect. MySQL. Okay, it's reflected actually. So thing is that one. What is that? While mentioning only option bytes only, it is not taking in MBs. Okay, but this one should take first one. This one should take actually. We'll do one thing. Let me try. I don't believe that one is due to this one. I'll do one thing. Just simply I'll make it as a number 2. Okay. Flush privileges. Okay, flush logs. I will do flush logs actually. Any changes are there, it will reflect. Let me log in, use MySQL. It's a dynamic one. Don't need any restart. So variables like still not reflected. Let me restart once. Not reflected. Only there. If you changing there on my.cnf under server process ID, download this, it's reflecting. Okay. Yeah. I will check why global not working. I will check and come back. Okay. I don't want to waste the class. So now see this one. MySQL dump on lock tables. MySQL dump command will perform a lock on all tables until the backup is complete. Anyone aware of this one? The difference between PostgreSQL and MySQL is PostgreSQL will never lock any table during the backup. It is a just select operation. Why it need to perform locking on the table, right? That is correct, right? Just a backup means just a select statement. But this nonsense MySQL thing actually, it will apply lock on the table during the very minimal lock. It will apply the lock actually. But this is a poor option. Poor option in live environment where the database is extensive and uptime is necessary. Whenever you are running backup, if respect to table is getting locked, what is the point of taking backup and where is the high availability? Simple backup, if it is not giving high availability means no point. So primarily it is used to protect data integrity when dumping MySQL tables. MySQL tables requires this locking because they don't support transactions. So initial their intention we know, right? It's a completely MySQL. Previous MySQL only. Later only this InnoDB came. So for them data consistency purpose, if I'm taking backup, you are doing some insert. So what it will be? No consistency, right? For example, table has 1 lakh records. I triggered backup. My backup command running to trigger, it's thinking I have 1 lakh records. My backup command running. But suddenly one guy inserted 50,000 records. My backup will not take that 50,000 records. It will confuse, complete mess up. So that is the reason to avoid the confusion. Whatever the 1 minute. Yeah. Whatever the records it has, first it will apply lock. Just like a snapshot. It will not take complete lock actually. Just it will apply the lock. It will take a snap of the table. Okay. Then it will taking output into your dump file actually. By that time, very minimal lock will be applied for your table actually. Okay. For consistency purpose. So that time, okay. Anyway, MySQL tables, they are not using for any critical databases, right? So only for their this one data warehousing related operations only they are using. No, for example, if you use a mix of MySQL and InnoDB tables, that is man, see that will common. Our database will contain MySQL tables and InnoDB tables. Dump your MySQL tables separately from InnoDB tables using the lock tables option actually. Okay, what it will do while taking dump, it will not take in a parallel order. Normally, whatever it is, whether it is MySQL, MySQL, InnoDB, it will not bother. It will apply lock on the table, it will take backup and release it. And the tables are there, first it will apply lock, it will take the backup, it will release in a sequential order, one by one. But wherever, if you are going with a lock table option, right, what it will do, InnoDB tables separately it will take, MySQL tables it will take separately. Okay. So MySQL anyway, sorry. Sorry.
The lock table, when we are applying a lock, okay, it's applied lock for during the backup, right? So the no other table like no other user accessible.
No. That table backup means it will not take whole table. For example, if your database contains 100 tables, 100 tables will not be backed up at a time, right? One by one will complete, right? Sequential order. So whatever the table backup running, that table will be lock applies.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So now what we are doing actually, if you are using this log tables option, it will take the myism separately, InnoDB separately. Myism only it will apply lock, InnoDB tables it will not apply lock actually. Right now, almost 99.9% tables, which tables? InnoDB or myism? Hmm? 99% is this one, InnoDB only, right? So see this one, if locking apply, so I can use skip lock. We can skip the lock tables option by using the skip -- skip lock tables. Real time we will use this one only. I don't want to take this one actually. I don't want to apply the lock on the tables to stop the above behavior. And I will use single transaction to run MySQL dump within a transaction. For your information, whatever the MySQL dump you are taking, right, it will be writing into the single dump file. Complete dump, it will be writing into single file. Sometimes the table was deleted during the backup process. You can restrict specific tables from the MySQL dump command using the ignore table option actually. Okay, what will happen while running the backup actually? Okay, first it will take a snapshot. So, for example, I'm triggering the database backup, whole database backup. In that case, someone dropped the table, or else someone is going to drop the table. I don't want that specific table to back up. Okay, or else explicitly, out of 100 tables, I don't want few set of tables. You can use the ignore table option. You can use multiple tables. This is for single table. I don't want that table. I don't want two tables. For example, we'll do one thing. Let me take MySQL dump, ignore table option. See here. Example exit. I'm in backup location. MySQL dump. I will do one thing. Test database, right? Test database. Ignore table department. I have 3 tables, but I want to ignore department table. Okay, what happened? Unknown variable, net read timeout, 3600. Where I kept it? Just a minute. Cat etc my.cnf. Yes, I know these parameters are wrong parameters. Okay, vi etc my.cnf. It is not allowing under dump MySQL dump. It also should be comes under this one only. Let me remove this my dump part. So restart. Don't worry, I will update actually. Why MySQL dump not allowing? I will update. Okay, let me take the backup. This is my backup location. RM department. Previous one failed actually. Backup.sql. Okay, now let me take the dump again. Illegal use of option ignore table. Database dot table. Wait. Cat department backup SQL. On that.
Official one picture.
Sorry. Yeah. So if you see this, the backup, grep, create table, right? Create table. What are the tables backed up? You can check. Only 2 tables, right? Employee and HR. I missed this one actually. I missed one table, right? Wanted, I missed it. You can take this for ignoring the tables. Okay. One table, that one. If 2 tables, 2 tables. You mentioned that one. DB name mandatory. Without DB name, it's not taking for your information. Okay. This one also same. If 2 or 3 are up to you. See this one. I will do one more thing, one more table. I will add one more one. Hyphen ignore table equal to. This time I will ignore HR as well. Is equal to HR. This time both HR or department, both tables. Okay. Test DB dot this one HR. Okay. Now, if you see this one, only create one, just one table will be there. Create table, right? Create table, okay? Only employee table is there. So remaining two tables not included. That is the way. This way, actually, you can ignore the tables, what tables you don't want in the backup, okay? And one more thing. Sometimes, right now I'm using root user. Simply you are enjoying, okay? We'll do one thing. For example, I'll do one thing. I will create one user, MySQL, real time, no one will use root user for taking the backup, right? What I will do here, use MySQL, select user, how many users I have, we'll see. User from user. So I have few users, I'll do one thing. I will use Rajni user to take the backup. Okay? Grant select is enough. Grant select on testdb.star to Rajni. Okay, I'm giving to Rajni actually. So Rajni @percentile. Okay. 1 minute. You are not allowed to create a user with a grant select on testdb.star to Rajni. Okay. You are not allowed to create a user with grant. How? I logged in, right? Right. Use MySQL. I logged in with this one. Select user. Just a minute. Root user only. Why? Grant all privileges on star.star to right. Select user comma host. And the swap user. How come it will say user where user equal to any percentage is there? Okay. Use testdb. Wait a minute. Grant to only select giving, right? Grant select on testdb.star to Rajni. Why? Just a minute. I'm the root user. It should not say for me like that. Grant create on star to root @percentile. Okay. Wait a minute. So variables. Okay, select a privilege. It should hello select a privilege. Why? Star it is allowing, but testdb dot specific db it is allowing. Why? We'll see. Well, I should not give all actually. If I give all, he can do simply. Rajni can do that operation. That is the problem. Wait a minute. Alter user. I will reset the Rajni password. Identified by password mandatory. Identified by I have the password #123. Okay. #123. Flash privileges. Okay. Exit. Let Rajni take the backup this time. Database. Okay. MySQL dump database. This one is there. So ignore or whatever it is. Or normal backup I will take. Okay. Normal MySQL dump backup I am going to take. Specific user. Specific user .sql. Okay. Just that dump. What I'm going to do now here, MySQL dump. I will do one thing, -u Rajni Rajani and -P. I know the password. Nagaraju. #123. Okay. #123. Test DB. So I want to take test DB complete backup. So what it's saying, just a warning actually. Using password insecure, normally you can do that. So he is able to take the backup, but my intention not that one. Just a minute. Let me revoke. I don't want to give for Rajani all permissions. Without permission, if Rajani is trying to take the backup, how the error will be, we'll see. Okay. MySQL, use MySQL, select user, come a host from MySQL.user. Okay. I'll do one thing. This time I will use SAMS, alter user, SAMS @ identified by to take backup, not select operation is enough. Like PostgreSQL. Here separate. PostgreSQL, if you have only select permission enough. Yes, see. Just I reset the password. Let him log in. Privileges. Exit. This time I will try to log in with SAMS. SAMS, okay. I have not given any password. SAM user. This time I will make it like a SAM user. Huh? What it's saying? Hey, wait. SAM user. This guy also taken backup. Let me check the grants for this user. MySQL. Okay, so grants for SAMs. Oh, Tucker. I have given all permissions. We'll create one new user. Okay. Create user. Backup test. Backup test. Let me make percentile. @ identified by this one. #123, right? #123. I will not give any permissions. Okay. Grant select on, only select I will give. Select on testdb dot star to this guy. Backup test one. Okay. Only select operation I'm giving this guy. Okay. It's worked actually. Previously I ran wrong command or what? Rajani, I'm not able to give the grant. But see, here now I have given this one, right? This guy. Select permission. Cross privileges. Okay, it's reflected. Check show grants for backup user. Backup test, right? Backup test. Make it this one. I have only usage on all databases. Normal, connect one. Select on only testdb, all objects I have select permission. Let him try to do that one now. Backup user. Backup user, right? So make it BSCKUP backup test. Okay. What is the error? Normal user who don't have all permissions. Normal user trying to take backup. What is the error? See here, access denied. You need at least one of the process privilege for this operation when trying to dump the table spaces. Dot error, access denied for backup test to the database testdb when using log tables. One is log tables command. It is unable to by default log tables, right? It will apply the log tables. That permission also not there. Second thing, actually, it is not able to read the data from table spaces. So what I need to give it actually, if I give this one actually, grant all privileges, simply it will take it. Give me 2 minutes. I will give the exact permission. Real time, don't give all privileges. Okay. Only that backup privileges you give. I will give it in a 2 minutes. Huh? That's what. I will not forget. Okay, I have this step already in my notes. I will explain. Give me some time. Now, every time I'm taking the backup in a plain format, right? See, if you see this, all the dumps are plain format. The bad thing with MySQL dump, no compression, no parallelism. That is the bad thing with MySQL dump logical backup. So, but it's a big table. How can I do that? Without compression, very difficult. So our manual trick we are using. How we are using? MySQL dump -root C. I will do like this. MySQL dump. I should not use username and password. Let me go test database, right? I'm taking test database, ggzip, test database. Automatically on the fly, it will make a zip file. ls-ltr. See, I have the zip file, right? So I can take the backup like this. On the fly, it will jump actually. So if zip file is there, how to restore it? Very simple. You need to gunzip and you need to restore it. But PostgreSQL, we don't have that issue, right? Straightforward, I can do that. Even though tar file is there, I can directly restore, right? See, gunzip, first gunzip the testdb dot sql, okay, dot gz. That file unzip it, then log in into the MySQL -uroot -p. I don't want -uroot -p. Okay, directly testdb. I'm restoring actually. Okay, it's doing restore like this simple command. It will unzip and it will restore, a little bit delay. One is the one of the bad thing actually, compression not there, right? And one more thing, disable foreign key essential checking to avoid delays. Normally, what we will do, we will avoid it during the backup. We will avoid this one. Foreign keys are there. If foreign keys are there, dependency. Any constraints are there, that one we will disable it actually. Okay, next import your dump file with the following command. See,
Ram, here's one question. Like for restoration, we are not giving any username directly to.
why by
Oh,
default dump also I have not given any username, right?
Yeah.
Why I have not given any username? I created already this one, right? My username and password already I created here. Barely MySQL cat.my. That one from last 3 days we are working. My.cnf file. Hey, where it is? Just a minute. Cat dot my.cnf, right? In the home location, MySQL user home location, I mentioned username and password. Okay.
Okay.
That is the reason I'm not giving any username and password. It will take from there.
Okay.
If you want to log into the server other than this user, you can give your own username and password. Okay. Yeah. And one more thing, whenever you have a SQL file, right, you can execute, no need to use MySQL. Simple source also fine. See, I'll do one thing. MySQL, use MySQL, drop database, testdb. Okay, testdb, let me create empty database, create database, testdb, dummy database. Use testdb, connect to the testdb, show tables, any tables are there. So right, source, I have already testdb SQL, I think so somewhere. Yes, I have. I can use this file, just enter. It is doing the restore, right? See, show tables, department, employee, HR, everything came, right? Not only MySQL, log into the server, simple, this command source, file name also fine actually. This is also one of the way to restore it. PostgreSQL, what is the option? PostgreSQL to execute SQL script, \i, Oracle, @ right? @ file name, like that actually. And one more thing, separate databases into separate data files. For example, actually, you have decided all databases backup, you want to take it actually, okay? In that case, you have decided to each database separate SQL file, okay? .sql, suppose test.sql, mysql.sql, like that, you can take it. In that case, I found one thing. First, you can take the tables list, okay? To the this one, where it is actually dblist.txt, simple command. C. Real time we will use this one sometimes. For each db, separate dump file if I want, I will do like this. rm-rf star. I will do one thing. That one I will not give. -uroot -p I will not give, okay? -a means all databases. MySQL -a is there, skip column names, select schema name, this condition is there. By default information schema, MySQL it will not include, okay? See, that it created one file, dblist.txt. Other than these two databases, what are the databases we have? Performance schema, sys schema, rod schema, testdb. I don't want performance and sys as well. Those are also default, right? I will do one thing. I will remove that two as well. Let me take the backup schema MySQL, comma sys. I don't want sys as well. Performance schema. I don't want performance schema as well. Okay. Enter. Cat db list.txt. Okay. Series. Only Raj database and test db I have, right? This is the one. Okay. First you do this one. If you want each database separate dump. Okay. Now you do one thing. For db, you should run in a backend mode actually. Okay. So I'll do one thing. This for command. So we'll do like this. Just a minute. To make this, let me remove the -u root, -p root. Both you remove. Okay. Automatically internally it will do that for command. 1 minute. For db and cat, okay. Do MySQL dump, excellent. Routines, triggers, okay. Dollar for ggzip. It's going for ggzip.sql. Ggzip command wrong. SQL.z done. 1 minute. I will do one thing. Instead of that one, directly I will give $db.sql. Why I need this one unnecessarily? Okay. Why? Greater than symbol correct only. MySQL dump routines triggers. Okay. $db. Database will come. Greater than symbol. Okay. 1 minute. Dump should come to here only. Sorry, I will share that exact code. Okay. Somehow I'm missing actually. I'm doing something wrong. Maybe this command it's not working as expected. If it work, what will happen? These two databases, right? Each database, this for loop automatically create raj.ggzip, raj.sql.ggzip and testdb.sql.ggzip. I'll come back. Okay. Don't worry. I'll come back on this. So today, two things. One is that max allowed packet. It's not working under MySQL dump. And second thing, actually, this script not working. If this script work, each database wise, it will create a dump. Later, it will be good for us. You can restore database one by one, right? If required, you can restore database one by one actually. And one more thing, yeah, that same command only I used. It is not working, right? Just a minute. vi test.sh escape I. Same command we tried already, right? Escape :wq chmod 777 .sh lsfnltr. Anyway, we will not use this one. We will use full backup, right? Our daily backup. That is the reason we will not that much concentrate on these kind of things. Sorry. Escape :wq. Okay. Testdb.sh. Open the file. What is there? So this is for database in MySQL. I finish. So databases command. Hence it will dump this one into dump database dump.sql. 1 minute. Dot test.sh, right? Sh is equal dump. Information schema DB context is not supported. Information schema you cannot take backup. It will not allow. Log tables command denied to user root for a table accounts when using log tables. LSF and LTR actually. Each database wise it is taken backup. So I can use ignore also. This information schema I can ignore. Okay. Information schema only accounts table is there. So that is the reason this is throwing error. It's a warning only. Not your dump. Remaining all dump successful. But still I can use this instead of so databases. I can simply use one more command. Previously I have taken, right? This one. See. vi test.sh. Previous script also okay, or else you can use this one. MySQL-e. What I will use? Just a minute. Only each and every database I want, right? I will use this one. So then for me, it will not throw any error. See, let me show you that one. Escape. I don't want all other things. I need only select schema name. Okay, schema name I will call database name. Escape column WQ, PWE, LSF and LTR. Let me remove all this nonsense. Okay, right now LSF and LTR, nothing is there. Test.sh. Array. Just a minute. Every time I'm doing RMF and RF.
You removed that also.
Sorry.
You
That's
removed
what.
that.
That's what. Test.sh. Okay. We'll do one thing. We'll add the query here. Next time I will save side. I will keep it. My intention is old dump files I don't want, but I'm removing script as well. Okay, escape column WQ. Let it die.
This.
Take it. Test.sh. Let me take the script.
So we are not defining any database or variables like that. How it will taking
Akbar, you are not saying correctly. We are not defining anything. Here I'm mentioning, right? First, what I'm taking the database name. Schema name means database name only, right?
but in shell you're writing, right?
Select, select database name from this one, where I don't want information schema, MySQL schema, sys schema, performance schema. I don't want. Other than these 4 databases, what else? Only user created databases. Raj and testDB only, right? So that databases I'm passing to MySQL dump command. It is taking the dump. Test.sh. See. chmod 777 test.sh. Test.sh. Okay, enter. Next but end of file line matching. Wait. Performance schema. This is correct only. Wait. Anything I changed actually? Previous command. Oh God. Just give me a minute. Backup not triggered. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah. VA. This is our script. Okay. So database MySQL-e. Okay. Just replace this command only. Schema. Okay. And why it's failing. ఆన్ చేసాను అది ఒక నిమిషం.
ఛార్జింగ్ పెట్టారు ఇప్పుడు ఛార్జింగ్ పెట్టదు
chmod test.sh. Okay. 1 minute. 777. Where it is actually. Select schema name. 1 minute. That query is working or not. We'll see. MySQL, use MySQL. Same query only given, right? Let me check the query from here. Okay. Oh, query syntax error, right? There it is. Okay, I got the one. Okay. Got this. This one I need to keep it. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. What? Everyone aware of this one, right? But no one told for me. See, here I opened brace, okay, but where I closed it? I have not closed it, right? I should close here, right? I should close the brace. .test.sh. Wait, any other blocker is there? Correct, okay. Not in this one, correct query. Okay. I missed one more thing. Vi test.sh. Escape I. This one. Here I have not mentioned this one, right? Single quote. While closing also I need to mention single quote. For the complete query, single quote required. Escape column WQ .text.sh. Unknown column, yeah, no problem. LSI penalty here. Unknown column in the column information underscore schema. Not in, okay, correct only. At line 1, unknown column. Just a minute. For database, this is correct. Select schema name from information schema. Then not in this one, information schema.
Your schema.schema TA has written.
This is correct only. Schemata only. Name schemata only.
Schemata, okay.
Schemata only. See, if you're taking this query, right, it will work. MySQL, use MySQL. It's working. That is working actually. Database name coming correctly only. But while passing, it is throwing error. Whereas if they are doing like this, it is simply working. Escape I shift show databases. Okay, instead of this one, if I use show database, simply it's working. Instead of passing that one. So databases. Okay, this is working fine. This is working fine. Yeah. Anyway, I will come back this one. I'll fix it. Don't worry. I will fix it actually. I don't need information schema and system performance schema. I don't need backup. Okay. I will share that script. It will work. Don't worry. With the ggip only it will work. You don't need to worry. I will take care. So 2 scripts I kept it actually. And one more thing. If you need dump with timestamp like this, you can add it. MySQL dump testdb. So the dump name testdb $, you can make it like this. See, for example, if you see this, my dump will contain timestamp. Sometimes the best option. Actually, when you have triggered backup, you should aware, right? For that, I will make it like this. My dump file will contain timestamp. See, testdb 2022 July 31st, right? This is also one best option actually. Okay. And one more thing for your information, if you want to restore single one, this is actually maybe what it is. Previous types. So a lot of people not aware of this one. 5 series, this option not there. Whenever you are taking all databases backup, right? Restore is not possible. Single restore not possible. You need to do some manual gmix actually. Then only it is possible earlier. But now that option, that you no need to worry. If you have actually 10 databases backup with you, single database you can restore from the dump, like PostgreSQL. I will show you. Let me take all databases backup for you. MySQL dump, I will take all databases backup. Okay. ls-ltr, rm-rf star. So let me take this one. Anyway, it will scold me. Username and password I should not give. Okay. So all databases backup will be there in this. Cat all DBs grab create database, right? Create database. You see this, lot of things come in, nonsense. All databases are coming. I'll do one thing. MySQL, use MySQL, drop store databases. Okay, drop database test DB. That is our main DB I'm dropping. Okay. Exit. Now I want to restore single database from the multiple databases dump. So I will do simple command. This one, don't feel boring. Okay, see, day to day you have to die with this one only. Backup and restore only 80% of the work in real time. That's what I'm saying like this actually. Restore single DB from all DB backup. Very simple. This is the command. MySQL, I don't want to give -root. One database test DB, right? -p. I will not give -p. Password also I will not give. Automatically it will take care. So what is the dump file name? All dbs.sql. Unknown database test DB. Yeah, create dummy database. That is common, right? Use MySQL. Create database test DB. Which database you want to restore, you create that one. Now do that. So whatever the previous tables are there, it will come. Use test DB. So tables. Okay, I got my tables back. If I have a multiple tables actually, sorry, multiple databases, I can restore single database. Some people actually at a time, if I have a all databases backup, right? How to restore it? Okay, how to dump and restore at a time? You can do like this. Test DB at a time dump and restore, but remote host. See, from one server to you want to restore another server, right? In that time, what will happen? My dump, it will drop database in the remote host. Okay, you no need to drop explicitly. It will drop the database, then it will take the dump from the source and restore into the whatever the IP address you are giving, 168.10.11, something like that actually. Okay, whatever you are giving, it will keep it actually. And one more thing, yeah. So now, yeah. So this is the one actually. From the multiple dump, you can restore into single one. And one more thing, previous one, I saw this one actually. We'll see this tomorrow actually. This is a small -f tab command is there. Tomorrow what I will do, I will cover this one. After that, main thing actually, up to now, whatever you are doing, this is just for your knowledge purpose and ad hoc purpose only. But real time, if you are using MySQL dump, no compression, straightforward, no compression, no parallelism. So for using compression and parallelism with logical dump, we have one tool. Anyone has idea? Not the default one. Percona developed one. Anyone aware?
Extra backup.
No. Extra backup only for physical backup. It will take data directory. It cannot take table backup. It cannot take
Yeah,
database backup.
that is a like it's told like
MySQL dumper. MySQL dumper is there. Tomorrow we will see MySQL dumper, how to take parallel threads, parallel jobs, and how to use compression level. That one will do. After that, we will go with a physical backup, offline backup, and online backup. After that, we'll go with the PITR. Okay. Maybe I will try to finish backup and restore tomorrow, both online, offline, and online incremental backup is there. The good thing with Percona extra backup, we have actually incremental backup. So we'll see that one, incremental backup as well. Okay. For today, we'll wind up. Thank you. Thank you all. Bye. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, normal time, our time, 6:30, right? Yep.
yes.
Okay. Thank you.